Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Agrotech once again, and I hope you all are staying very healthy and very safe as well. Please accept my apology for taking bit gap to come up with new content. To the new viewers who doesn't have much idea about this channel, I would like to clarify that through this channel I am giving some general information about biotechnology and how biotechnology can applied in agricultural science. So if you have similar interest, you can find some introductory videos on my channel as well. And please do like and share my channel, and please do subscribe my channel as well, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will notified first if there is any content available on my channel. And I hope you're gonna give me some constructive feedback to improve my channel as well. And in today's session, I'm going to give you general information about restriction enzymes. Actually, what are the restriction enzymes and why do we need restriction enzymes? Before going to the restriction enzymes, we definitely have to know why these restriction enzymes are very important in genetic engineering. Yes, obviously these restriction enzymes have very crucial role in genetic engineering, especially in cloning. Yes, there are different and several methods of gene cloning. However, most commonly practiced, most commonly successful and easy method is recombinant DNA technology. In this technology, what we do, we take a desired fragment of DNA that to be cloned from donor plasmid, and we take this fragment and we place this fragment into recipient plasmid. Then you can see the importance of restriction enzyme here. To cutting of donor plasmid and recipient plasmid is not mechanically possible because they are very tiny. What we have to do is we have to use restriction enzyme to cleave our desired fragment of DNA and to cut or open recipient plasmid DNA as well. Then what can we do once we cleave the DNA? We can place our desired fragment of DNA into the recipient plasmid and make a recombinant DNA, and we can clone our desired fragment of DNA. Therefore, restriction enzymes help us to cleave our desired fragment of DNA and also help us to open up recipient plasmid and make us easy to make a recombinant DNA. Types of enzymes. Before going to the types of enzymes, I would like to go with enzymes first. What are enzymes? Yes, actually enzymes are substance. They can produce by living organism and they act as a catalyst for certain kind of specific biochemical reaction. And there are two types of enzymes. One is endonucleases and another is exonucleases. And we use both kind of enzymes in genetic engineering. They do have specific property and they act in a different way, but they are crucial in genetic engineering in cloning. Now, what are endonucleases? As I mentioned, these are family of enzymes. They are highly used in genetic engineering to cut the DNA sequence, as they can cleave or cut the phosphodiester bond within a polynucleotide chain of DNA sequence. And most of the enzymes, they have specific or unique property to cut DNA. They can cut at or near a specific sequence of bases, which is called a recognition site, and they can cut DNA through the recognition site only. For example, ECOR1 is an enzyme developed from E. coli, and within a given sequence of DNA, it should have GAATTC bases in a sequence to recognize from ECOR1, so that it can cleave DNA in between G and A from both direction, from 5 prime and also from the 3 prime, so that it can cleave the given DNA sequence in this way in two different fragments. Now, most probably you are thinking about what are restriction enzymes? Is it? Then, restriction enzymes are endonucleases. They are also called restriction endonucleases, and the main purpose of the restriction enzymes is to cut DNA sequence into small fragments or open up the DNA sequence. And they only can cut if they do have recognition site, and I do already have given the example of ECOR1. The recognition site of ECOR1 is GAATTC, and it can cut in between G and A from both direction if any of the polynucleotide sequence have this recognition site. Then this ECOR1 can cut the DNA molecule. So don't be confused, restriction enzymes are from endonucleases family. These are that's why called restriction endonucleases. Now let's go with exonucleases. These enzymes also help to cleave or cut DNA fragments in a given polynucleotide sequence. However, these enzymes act at the very end of polynucleotide chains, and a hydrolysis reaction occurs at a phosphodiester bond at the either end of the polynucleotide chain, either at the 3' or at the 5' end. It can illustrate through the this picture. In contrast with endonucleases, exonucleases act at the very end of the polynucleotide chain, for example either at the 5' or at the 3'. However, endonucleases they cut the DNA fragment internally at the middle. However, the exonucleases they cut or they remove the end part of polynucleotide chain. Both endo and exonucleases are important in genetic engineering. However, endonucleases, the restriction endonucleases or restriction enzyme, are most commonly used in recombinant DNA technology. They called restriction enzymes just because they do have specific recognition site to cleave DNA molecules, so that they can cleave or cut the DNA molecules. But if you go into the different internet source or online sources, you can find the difference between endonucleases and exonucleases. However, most common difference is the endonucleases cut DNA fragments internally and they should have specific recognition site, but exonucleases they remove the nucleotide sequence bases from the either of end, for example either 3' end or 5' end in a given polynucleotide sequence. Here are more about the difference between endonucleases and exonucleases. You can find in internet as well. Now, the examples or types of restriction enzymes. There are so many different kinds and different types of restriction enzymes available on the market. And but if you have to give a type or if you have to categorize these restriction enzymes, then I would say maybe we could like differentiate or we could categorize based on 3 or 4 different factors. Maybe based on their original source of plasmid, where they come from, or maybe based on their specific recognition site, or maybe based on their sequence length, or maybe in which bacteria they can easily recognize the sequence. And for example, the ECOR1, it can easily recognize the E. coli bacterial sequence, and maybe some other enzymes could recognize the sequence on the another bacteria. And for example, if you have to categorize based on the recognition site, you can see here on the table there are different recognition site for each different enzymes. They are underlined on the sequence, and maybe based on the sequence length of the enzyme, maybe we can categorize these restriction enzymes. For example, ECORB has 4 nucleotide base less than the BZ111. And for the recognition side, like if you have to categorize based on the recognition side, you can see here in the PTA plus vector plasmid, you can see ECORB, ECOR1 has the restriction side on the one side, and if you see in the another side at the bottom of the EZFP sequence, you can see it has like EAZI, SRF1, SMAI has the recognition site there. So maybe we can categorize these restriction enzymes based on these factors. In genetic engineering or in biotechnology, in the most commonly used restriction enzymes are ECOR1, ECORB, HIND111, BAMHI, and others. But there are many of the restriction enzymes available, so I'm gonna give a link where you can find the list of many restriction enzymes they are using in scientific research and studies. You can explore it, and some of the labs, for example New England Biolabs, which is called as NEB, and Promega, they are manufacturing different restriction enzymes, including these restriction enzymes, and providing it to the research institutes and some labs for the study purpose and some scientific study purpose. And finally guys, I am most thankful for you all for keep watching my videos and keep loving my videos. I'm very grateful for that. Finally guys, I hope this channel is of your interest, and if you find this channel is interesting and informative, please do share this channel to your friends so that they will get information about what kind of information sharing through this channel. And please do not forget to like my channel, plus please do subscribe my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon. And please keep loving my videos, keep watching my videos, and do not forget to leave constructive feedback on the comment section. Till the next video, see you all guys in the next video. Till the next video, have a very safe stay and stay healthy, stay hygiene.